Taurus just released a 10mm to the market. This is called the Taurus TH10. Let's check it out. All right, guys, that's the Taurus TH10. Very excited about this handgun, actually. It's very fun to shoot. Comes with interchangeable back straps on it. It has really nice texturing all the way around the grip. Feels good in the hand, kind of like almost like a Gen 3 or Gen 4 Glock 10mm with those finger grooves on there. Fully ambidextrous, so your safety, slide release, and mag release. So if you didn't watch my first shots video, check it out right here. In my first mag, when I was wearing gloves, as I was holding it, my hand was kind of slipping up, pushed the mag release enough on this side to drop the mag. So you kind of have to get used to it a little bit, and that's something that could be remedied in the future, possibly. Does not have a cutout for a red dot. Does have really nice sights on it, pretty decent metal, serrations on the back for glare, little white dot front for the front sight there, and feels really good in the hand. The ergonomics feel great on this 10mm, and the best of all is the price. So this comes in just under $500. So a really nice trigger. You have your take up right there. Nice clean break. And reset is pretty short as well. Yeah, so decent trigger for a $450 10mm. That's awesome. But let's do some more shooting with it. Yeah, shoots really good. Doesn't have too bad a recoil. It's very accurate as well. Flinch in there. Gotta watch myself. Yeah, it's a good shooter. Man, for $450, this is an excellent gun. Can't say enough good about it. Heck of a deal. I wish they could have included that cutout for a red dot, but maybe that's something they're going to do in the future. But good magazines as well. Taurus always uses Metgar. They're made in Italy. I've never had a problem with any of these magazines. They're very good quality. So yeah, good magazines. Also, to have that interchangeable back strap, you can kind of adjust the grip length on there depending on your hand, if you have longer fingers or shorter fingers. My only complaint, being that it is ambidextrous, is this in the way. It gets in the way when I hold the gun like that. It's not too bad, but that's my biggest complaint, is having that mag release on both sides. I wish they would have just made it on one side with the ability to swap it to whatever side you want it to. But yeah, that's my only complaint so far. So I do have to kind of twist my hand, because otherwise I can't push that down hard enough. I have to kind of twist the whole gun, really put some pressure on there. It has broken in a little bit more since I've been shooting it. It was really stiff when I got it. It was really hard to eject the mag, but now it seems to be a little bit better. As long as I kind of pivot my hand, it's a little easier to eject that magazine. Let's try another full mag here. See if we can make it jam again. Let's do some one-handed shooting. There's a bear. Yeah, so I was really loosening up my grip on that last one. It locked back on there, but looks like there's one round left. But not bad. That would be pretty normal when you're limp wristing for any gun at all. So, all right. All right. Let me load up some MagTech. We're going to try that. That was the Cellular and Below, or whatever they call that. I can't remember what that brand of ammunition is. But let's try the MagTech. That is rated at 1,200 feet per second. This stuff is rated right around just over 1,000, so it's a little bit more mild. But let's get that MagTech ammo and give that a try. All right, now we have 15 plus 1 in the chamber loaded up with the MagTech. I always like this ammo. It's been good ammo, and it's great practice ammo if you're going to use bear rounds or wood self-defense rounds in it, because you're still at that 1,200 feet per second, and it's 180 grains. Feels pretty close to the 200 grain, like Buffalo Bore or the Grizzly ammo, stuff like that. Let's give it a try and see how it runs here. Definitely has some more recoil. You can feel the difference in that MagTech versus that other brand that I can never pronounce, because I don't know what it's called. But this is good stuff. I love this MagTech. Has a good flat nose on it, just like the other round I was using. And I never seem to have any issues in any of my 10 millimeters with it jamming or catching on the ramp going into the barrel at all. Just runs really nicely. Let's shoot another mag out of it. But yeah, ambidextrous, everything. I don't really like that much. Some people might like it. I think it'd be nice without it. It'd be honestly a good carry gun if you didn't have it on one side. It'd feel a lot better. It's really close in size to the SIG X10 Comp. So yeah, good grip angle on it. I really like the grip angle. It's a little further up for the slide release, but not too bad. All right, let's give another few more shots. Let's try to shoot a little faster. You start shooting too fast with that 10 millimeter recoil. Harder to stay on target than a 9 millimeter. All right. Now we have the Grizzly 220 grain hard cast. I really like this stuff. I've always loved the buffalo bore as well, but this stuff, it just runs so consistent. In my last couple tests, you can also watch this up here. It ran exactly what it stated. So every single shot, which is cool. So let's give this a try. This is 220 grain hard cast, moving at over 700 foot-pounds of energy from muzzle. So that's pretty impressive. All right, let's see how it runs in the Taurus here. Oh yeah, you can tell the difference. Okay, so it did happen to me again. I held my hand exactly when it fell, so my middle finger is actually pushing on the mag release right there. Kind of a bummer. I think it has something that has to do with gloves, but yeah, that's just downfall is right there. As you shoot and that heavy recoil comes back, it keeps shifting your fingers so you grip it, and then it presses on that mag release, unfortunately. But yeah, let's give it a few more rounds here. I think this is something that can definitely be addressed or fixed. It's a bummer that being a brand new gun from Taurus, that it has this issue right away. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's going to have this problem. But yeah, let's run it with, got nothing in the chamber there. Yeah, we'll run it with some snow in there, see how it runs. All right. Let's try one of those small targets. Oh, we had a jam there. Yeah, here we go. The snow's kind of messing it up a little bit, it seems like. Kind of interesting, I was playing around with this off camera, and the right side, when I push it just a little bit, it really releases the mag. And if I push it on the left side, I get to really push for it to actually release the mag. So I don't know if this is a manufacturing issue, but yeah, on this right side, when that dropped, I was barely squeezing it and it dropped out. But this side, you really have to push in order for it to release the magazine, which is kind of interesting. All right, guys, now we have a mixed magazine. This has the Grizzly and the MagTech mixed throughout it. I took my gloves off, even though it's freezing out here. My fingers keep freezing up, but I took my gloves off just so it wouldn't push on that at all, because it seems like without gloves, it doesn't seem to be an issue, because my gloves would literally just catch a little bit on the side of that mag release and just push it just barely enough that mag would just drop out. So yeah, we're going to shoot it without gloves on this last magazine here. All right, see how it performs. So still just enough, if you can kind of get a shot enough there. So my finger is barely catching on it, but it's catching on it just enough to push that mag release. So, and that's not very much. That's literally just a slight press like that. So this side you have to press all the way in for it to release. This one, if you do it a little bit, it releases it just enough to pop that magazine out of the gun. So kind of interesting. I thought it was just gloves, but now we know it can be either fingers or gloves. I love this gun. It shoots really great. I love the price point. That's its Achilles heel so far, is that stinking mag release on the right hand side. Yeah, that definitely needs to be addressed. All right, let's shoot the last two. Or three. Or maybe had four in there. And failed to lock back. Oh, because it released it a little bit. So, yeah, that's a big bummer, unfortunately. I wish this was just great right out of the box, and it really is. It's great. It shoots great. I really haven't had any problems. I think most of the problems, now thinking back with some of those jams, because I always, double check that magazine before I rack it back in there. It could have been just slightly releasing enough from the bottom here to where, it's, now I can't get it out, where it's jamming because it's not cycling properly because the mag isn't seated all the way. So I don't know. This is a great gun. I still want to do more testing on it and see how well it performs long term. But as for now, I really love it. Has a few little minor issues, but hopefully something that Taurus can fix or something that can be addressed in the future. All right, guys, that was the Taurus TH10. I really like this gun a lot. It has great ergonomics. I wish they would have just kept all the ambidextrous stuff off of there, and especially that mag release. And then, yeah, I feel like it wouldn't have had any issues at all if it wouldn't have been for that flaw of the mag release itself. But it could just be me, could just be my specific model. I don't know, but I'm sure there'll be more testing. There is that other YouTuber as well that had an issue when he was shooting it. So I don't think it's just mine specifically. I think it could be in a few more models as well. But I do really like this gun. I think it shoots well and performs well, but we will see in the future. Guys, I love you. Stay safe. Keep on watching, and like and subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on X. I love you. Have a great day.